Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a match between Snow and Effort here on Transistor 1.2. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at this map without the fog of war. We'll turn it back on in a second. Alright, so on the left side and the top-ish of this map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Effort, known largely as one of the best Zerg players on Earth today. And in the bottom right-hand corner is the yellow Protoss player. Well, he's white. We'll give him white here because it's largely yellow, but the white accents are what matter here. It is Snow. All right, man. Snow versus Effort here on Transistor. Weird map. We've cast games on this one before, but look at this thing you have to wall off. You get basically a free expansion. It's huge and easily droppable, but you have to wall off 2 ramps with pylons and stuff. It's weird. It's a weird thing you have to do. Meanwhile, for Zerg, they don't care about walling off. They're going to go ahead and expand over here, then maybe take a third down along this direction. There are a lot of options here for Zerg. But yeah, very wide areas here. Wide chokes, wide ramps. A lot of areas for Zerg surrounds on this map. So if you're Protoss, you really have to push the issue. Make sure you don't get caught out there in the open, or else bad things will happen. All right, cool. So let's go and get rid of that. Bring back this and that, and we're good. We're good to go. That is a pull first, by the way. Here out of Effort. No big deal. No biggie. Just pull firsting. Again, on this map, it's pretty good because you can do stuff like this. You can get ling pressure up, and it's so hard to wall off. He's got a gateway here to kind of protect his natural whenever that goes up. But then you're wondering, Falcon, can you access this and this from the Zerg base? You sure can. You sure can if you want. Now, there are weird features on this map, like huge mineral crystal formations here. Just really, I believe the intent of so that Zerg players can't take it as a quick third base real fast and be a major advantage for them. So that shuts them down real quick. So pull first into a hatchery with 1 pair of Zerglings. Maybe another pair. Got the 50 minerals. Nah, man, just droning. So no, it's actually not going to be any kind of a quick Zergling attack here at all. Spent the money on a hatchery instead, and is going to stay home and just try to drone up at the stage of the game. The probe does finally come in here and scout and say, pool's done. That's not great. But how many lings are popping out? There's 2. I don't have to worry about 2 all that much. There's another pair on the way, but I really think by the time they do anything, Snow's going to be fine. Snow is going to be fine here. I'm not worried about him at all at this stage. It's really nice. Kind of Effort gave him a bit of a gift, just being like, you know what? You go ahead and wall this off on your own time. I'm not going to do anything to try to shut you down. You can have a gentleman's agreement. How about that? Maybe throw down a third base at the top-ish, top left-ish here. I guess that is, well, it's down the ramp, down this ramp, versus down this ramp and down this ramp. I mean, it's pretty much even Steven for your expansion patterns here, but expanding away from the Protoss is generally a good move if you're Zerg. Expanding away from your opponent is good because when they're coming at you, you want to be able to have time to do stuff at your bases. You want to be able to have the ability to build stuff at your bases. If you build towards your opponent, then suddenly bad things happen. You lose bases as they come at you, and you can't make reinforcements that quickly. Either way, 3 Zerglings do get in here, which is really super mega lightning annoying. Gonna try to take down a few of these probes, but just ring around the rosy here. The Zealot cannot hope to catch these guys at all. This is gonna be the most annoying thing here. I guess really not any kind of an attempt of a wall here at all. Being a little bit greedy, going for the expansion quicker. I really think having a forge and a cannon would have saved him a lot of grief at this stage of the game. Although the Lings are attacking into the Zealots there, which is bad for them. Don't do that. Don't give them hits, man. Finally throwing up a forge here, but it seems a little bit too late. I mean, the Lings are already here. We have more Lings cruising on down right now, even as a third base comes up. So Effort says, you know what, you can be aggressive, and you can rush a little bit at the same time. You can Ling flood a tiny bit. These Lings are still running around. I am having major deja vu in this game. I want to say I cast a game featuring Shuttle that looked exactly like this in a lot of ways, but I guess that's how ZVP probably often plays out on this map. Zealot holding the line dies. More Zealot friends show up. The Lings are through. And the Lings have speed. More Lings coming on in here. This is so incredibly frustrating. Oh, they took down the cannon. The Lings took down the cannon. That's a massive victory here for Effort. He's happily on 3 bases. He's droning his face off. He's controlling the Lings at the same time. He's picking off probes up here. well, weakening them. Anyway, I don't know that he's killed any at the natural base quite yet, but just patiently here. Snow is being extremely patient. Picking off probes. Again, it's really, really annoying, but not... I'm going to go ahead and say not game-endy at this stage of the game. But having this many lings inside your main base is really just bad news. It's really bad news bears. I think those lings could have killed that zealot if they wanted to. If they wanted to, anyway. Alright, man. Zealots coming up saying, turnabout is fair play. You want to send Zerglings into my house? I will send Zealots into yours. What you going to do about that? Now that Dragoons are out, the Lings will get cleaned up quite nicely. Eventually there. But Zealots wandering on in. There are Lings to bash them on the back of the head. Some drones to fight here too. And Mr. Zealot, I don't think is going to get a whole lot done. He's running. But he's slower than the Zealot, or than the Lings as we've established previously. Corsairs are out. More Corsairs in production here. Got some more Lings out, I guess, just to deal with additional Zealots that might be running up here. Possibly overkill. Possibly overkill here from effort the number of Lings that he made versus a single Zealot, but he didn't know how many Zealots were coming. And as a result, he made maybe a few more Lings than he would have wanted to. But I think that's okay. Corsairs continuing to run around here. Yeah, man, it's just the march of the overlords. These Corsairs are trying to absolutely wreck them here. Rock, 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 rock. Another Overlord down. Nope, that guy does get saved by the Hydras that have popped out just in the nick of time here. But yeah, man, effort's on 3 bases. He's got a macro hatch. They've got macro hatches everywhere. I was going to say the one at the third, but by golly, there are 2 at the natural. I don't want to say maybe 1 somewhere else, but no, that's it. That's all it is here. All right, so it's 73 to 57 total supply right now. Which, again, Zerg players can be down at this stage of the game. They're okay with it. Jaedong is frequently down in ZVPs that he wins at this stage of the game. Another Overlord gets picked off here. The Hydra is a little bit slow. They don't have speed yet. It's almost done. When they have speed, they can chase this down a little bit better. But here come the Zealots. And they have legs. They have legs. They're going to eat up these Lings for sure. Sunk going to get help with this. Ling Hydra, pretty good against Zealot. If you micro properly here. But as long as the Hydras are distracted, the Corsairs dart on in. More and more Zealots cruising up here, too. The Hydras are getting surrounded and massacred by these Zealots. They are looking extremely strong right now. Getting here into the natural base. Jump, 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 jump. Drones are here to fight. Not looking good. The Zealot counterattack is just fair play for the Ling attacks of the first couple of minutes in this game. Hydras are continuing to stream out here. Defender's advantage is really kicking in, and eventually all the Zealots will get cleaned up here, but a lot of Hydras have died. A lot of drones have died here, too. I'm not sure if it's been a fair trade with the number of Zealots that have gone down. But if you're going to force units out of effort and just kill Hydras, keep killing those Hydras, you're going to have a good time. Snow is working on Storm, which I am totally okay with. You want Storm if your opponent is going Hydra. Really, you want Storm if your opponent is going anything in a PvZ. And, man, is that Storm going to be done before the Hydras show up here? That is the question. That is the question of the day. Where are we? Hydra's trying to sneak on up here. Is there anything to stop this? Again, the High Templar are here, but they don't have Storm. Here we go. Hydras are here. Cannons are really no match for Hydralisks. You're going to lose some of them here, but eventually they are all going to die. Zealot's going to show up. Dragoons here too. There we go. Cannons end up going down. Hydra pathing is actually pretty fantastically stupid right now. Oh, the DTs. The DTs wandering on in. Oh, the DTs are trying to hack down the Hydralisk Den. Are they going to get the Hydralisk Den? And by golly, they do. They get the Hydra Den, trying to kill the Overseers with the Corsairs, so the detection is available, so DTs can hide from this. But the DTs are actually not... There you go. The Overlords have speed, and as a result, I don't think the DTs are going to do much else at this stage of the game, other than get picked off and killed by a sunken colony. In particular here. Man, this is so similar. This is so similar to another ZVP that I cast on this map, but it turned... yeah, I'm remembering now. The Protoss was brown, not white, but it was a blue Zerg, and it was an effort. But man, it's been so similar in so many ways. I wonder if that's just how ZVPs play out on this map. From what I've seen, that might very well be the case. Anyway, effort getting a 4th base at the top here, and yes, in fact, Snow is taking a base on the right side too. So both players are expanding and trying to keep up with each other in that game. The Hydralisk Den did get sniped down, but did get replanted pretty easily. That's not really a problem. Unloading a Dark Templar to try to sneak on into the main. Good pull. Wow. What a drone pull there out of effort, recognizing the threat. Losing a couple drones that didn't get the message to escape. The Dark Templar dies instantly there. Zealots wandering on up. Oh, they do force a cancel. They force a cancel, and effort's 4th right now. Looking good. Can these Lings do the same thing to Snow's 3rd? I don't know that they can. There are Zealots here, and these Zealots have +2 attack. That is not a good sign for Zerglings at all, as the Lings themselves do not... I don't know, man. There's Storm here. There is Storm here. The Lings have no upgrades whatsoever. Hydras do have +1 attack, but this is so many charge lots, and there's an Archon, and there is Storm on the left side. Goodbye, drones. Thank you for playing. Y'all are super dead now. Archon having a great time in the midst of all of this, taking some Sunken Colony shots. Maybe not having the best time, but the Sunken is now dead. So that's totally great. Going to use my blah damage against some of these Hydralisks. Blah. Maybe coming in to steal some kills off of those Zealots, if and that's what you're into. But it looks like reinforcing Hydras are going to save the day here and kill the remainder of this army. Man, Zealots with +2 attack are so dead scary. But even enough Hydras and Lings, they're really not that bad. Meanwhile, Hydra drop inside Snow's natural. Going to take down the static defense. Going to take down a bunch of probes. Going to deal with the Zealots as they wander in. And then I think maybe drop out. Although your rides are leaving, man. I think these Hydras are just here to die. Personally, more Hydras cruising on over to try to absolutely take down Snow's right side base. He needs to kill this. He cannot be a 3-basing Zerg versus a 3-basing Protoss for any length of time at all. But Lings, Hydras attacking on in. The Storm and the Cannon is too much. Storm and Cannon, great combination versus Hydralisks. The Lings get cleared out, the Hydras get cleared out, and the Hydras run away in shame. We got 6 Mutas on the way, though. Effort is transitioning into Mutalisk. He's got some Scourge out there, too. So Muta versus a lot of Zealots. Zealots have a bad time. Versus Storm, actually not bad, man. They can dodge pretty effectively. While there's a bit of a lull here, just a quick plug. Go hit the like button on this video. I know sometimes people forget. Somebody in the comments told me they forget to hit like on my videos, so a reminder would be good. If you're this far in and you're having a good time, do that. Hit subscribe if you haven't either. It's Brood War 3 times a week, you guys. I'm thinking about upping it to 4. Can't make any promises, but we will try. Also, heck, there's a store. I've got merch available. There's a link at the end of this match, and there's a card up there too. But just search Shopify in Falcon Paladin. You can find some jackets and hats and stuff, and some mugs if you're interested. All right, man. Zealot Archon going to try to shut down this base, but they're on mutas this time. They do force a cancel on the hatchery. The Archon's like, we got you. Nope, too many Hydras. Too many Hydras for that. And the Zealots are going to try to kill as many Hydras as they can before they die to the Mutalisks. Mutas actually take a while to kill Zealots, as we can see here. I don't think any of them have actually died yet. Oh, there we go. There are some Zealot death sounds for sure, but look at these guys just carving up Hydras on the right side. Bam! Look at that guy. 2 kills. 2 kills and +2 attack on that dude. Kadir and Amulet coming on in right now for our Protoss. And yeah, I gotta say Snow's in the lead right now, you guys. He's looking really good. He's working on +3 attack. His upgrades are light years ahead of what effort is. Although, I don't know, it's +2 missile attack here. So maybe not. The Hydras are upgraded. The Lings are just not upgraded, though, which seems problematic. The Mutas, do they have upgrades? No, they do not either. Nor are they getting any. You do not get upgrades. I'm very sorry. All right, man, so we're going to go for a pincer attack here. Maybe the Mutas on the backside. God, that storm was so good, though. That storm was so good. Look at how injured these Mutalisks are. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. I take it back. Storm and Dragoons versus Mutas are really, really good. Oh, they got a High Templar. Maybe 2 High Templars? Nope. No High Templars. Well, 1 High Templar. 1 High Templar died. Every single Mutalisk went down. That was a masterclass. A master demonstration of how to use Storm and a +2 Dragoons versus Mutalisks in this matchup. Guess who's going for more? Effort. Effort is going for more Mutalisks. Hydra is trying to sneak around the right side. That's the thing about this map. There are a lot of attack paths that you got to cover. You got to have vision on a lot of these attack paths, or you're going to be caught by surprise. And that's never good. Don't be caught by surprise in StarCraft. You will die a lot. But 154 to 120 total supply in favor of Snow. These Mutas are just... They're dying. They're dying is what they are. We got some Lings trying to get on top of these Dragoons, but again, they don't have the upgrades. The Storm wrecks them, but do they have enough Storm for the Hydras coming in from the top side? I don't know. I don't know if there is enough Storm. That was a great one, though. Dragoons fighting another great Storm there. We got Hydras fighting. They do shut down and attempted a 4th base by Snow up here on the right, but the Dragoons running away from home. The Hydras going to go ahead and retreat from that position, too, and immediately trying to replant that 4th. As the 3rd base is finally up and running, but in the ZVPs that I've cast, it's really hard to hold this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Protoss are especially singularly focused on killing that 3rd, but every ZVP I've ever cast on this map, this 3rd base is hotly contested for most of the time. These more dropper lords, I mean, obviously they all have drop because the drop upgrade applies to all overlords. But are these fakes, or is that about a rally? I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here with those overlords. So, Mutalisk, 1 single Muta trying to kill probes up at this 4th base. Buddy, I don't know about this. I mean, you might get a kill. That'd be nice. Hey, he did 2 kills. 2 kills. This is fake. This is a fake drop. I'm loving it. Is it pulling the whole army back home, though? Kind of. Free Zealots in the middle of the map. The Muta does get taken out. That is actually something, when StarCraft 2 was in the beta, one of the things I remember one of the casters saying in one of the games that I saw cast was, Mutalisks in StarCraft 2 are a lot bulkier and a lot tankier and a lot more able to handle direct confrontation than Mutalisks in Brood War are. I think that's still true, though they are pretty flimsy. They can take up straight-up engagements against Stalkers, which is the Dragoon equivalent in StarCraft 2, whereas Mutas can't really engage into Dragoons at equal cost anyway. They're going to have a bad time. This just not no. You can't get up that ramp. There are cannons and there are High Templar, and you're just going to die. 162 to 120 supply. And guess what? Effort is supply blocked right now, which is really bad for him. Do we have any better upgrades here? We got the +1 Grand Carapace, which is good. That's going to apply to Lings and Hydras both. But that is so much Storm. Look at how many High Templar are in this army, y'all. Oh, man. We're trying to flank attack from the bottom and the top here. Wow, this necessitates a major zoom out here. The Storms are good, but there are so many Hydras, I don't think it matters. Did all of those High Templar just die and the Dragoons are dead? The reinforcing Zealots are like, nope. Chuck Testa. And we get out, and suddenly it's 130 to 108, which is a much better position for Effort to be in. What a beautiful flank attack of just mass Hydra. Oh, is that a free High Templar? High Templar, no. Oh, somehow, the Hydra spared his life for a second there. And eventually spared his life entirely, as he does manage to get back amongst his brethren and live. Hydra's trying to track into that 4th. No, that's not going to happen for you at all. Overlords just kind of dancing about. I think these are just scouting Overlords. They're here for map vision. Which, if that's the case, they're doing a fantastic job. There's blue everywhere on this map. I don't think Snow can go much of anywhere without getting scouted. This Archon, though, he got +3 attack, but that is so many Hydras. The Lurker count is suddenly insane. Once all those Dragoons died, you were safe to make a ton of Lurkers. Dragoons are the answer to Lurkers. Zealots are not. Archons aren't really either. Oh, the Zealots, the map awareness. Effort trying to take a 5th base down this left side. Zealots find it, forced to cancel. Drone fleeing for his life there. Storm on the high ground. It looks like Snow is trying to set up here a little bit. Effort tries to shut it down, but fails fairly miserably. We do have a real Hydra drop in the natural, though. Some Storms trying to deal with it, but a lot of Hydras are still remaining here. But Cannon, Zealot... Yeah, that was not going to work out, my friend. Hydras really hate that this cannon exists. They want to kill this cannon more than anything, but they can't. They can't do it. Re-attempted 5th base down on the left side by Effort, trying to make that thing happen. Snow is just defending with Storm and cannons and Dragoons. The Lurkers haven't really done anything yet. They need to be used in an offensive capability. They will get stormed. I understand that. But they gotta be used in some level here. And here it is. Trying to get the Lurkers on top of this. Maybe kill some of these High Templar. The spines are really good. High Templar do manage to skedaddle on out. 2 of them escape. Hydra attack from the left to the right side. The storms are consistent, but eventually they have to run out, right? I don't know. That's a lot of dead Lurkers, but also a bunch that are not dead. But fighting against cannons is not exactly ideal for Lurkers. As we can see here, they're getting cleaned out here. Reinforcements running on in from Snow. It is 137 to 100 total supply, and by golly, Snow is in the lead, but continually making 10 Hydralisks at a time right now is Effort. His macro has always been very, very good. He's got his 4th base running, but guess who has a 5th right now? Well, that's a 5th, rather. Guess who also has a 5th? Yeah, Snow does. Snow definitely does. Hydra's, this reinforcing army is really scary, actually. Holy crap. This Archon trying to do what he can against these Lurkers. Does take 1 down, but dies in the process. Zealots responding to this. Not what you want against Lurker or Hydra. Beautiful Storm dodged pretty ably there. The Lurker is still alive, and that's all that really matters. More Storms. Oh, another great Storm. The High Templar not getting picked off there. No, does get picked off with a final hit. So much dead Zerg here. So much dead Zerg here, but this Lurker is alive. This Hydra is alive. This Hydra is alive. 118 to 101 supply. Snow has had a lead here consistently throughout the entire game. Still has the lead. These Lurkers are going to die. Effort is working on 14 Hydralisks at a time. And they've got 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. They have 2-2, which is not as good as the 3-1-1 that Protoss is running with on the ground. Observers here. I don't know if you want to attack into here, Effort. I think your time might be over. You got to check something else. Maybe this? Sure, why not? We drop some Hydras here at the 5th base and try to see what we can do. Of course, these Hydras are not being controlled all that well, and as a result, now they are. As a result, they're getting hacked upon. Oh, there's more unload, though. More unload here. Ugh. Dude, if Effort comes back and wins this game somehow, I am giving this an epic tag for sure. I don't see it, but that's what an epic tag is all about, is just crazy comebacks. So the cannons die, but then the reinforcing army shows up. The Storms have just been fairly impeccable for Snow throughout this entire game. Trying to tech switch into Muta again. I'm not sure that's what you want to be doing here with +3 Dragoons and High Templar running about. But Effort's going to go for it, man. He's going to go for that Muta tech switch and see what he can get done. I mean, yes, the 5th base is happily running, but Snow has been on even bases with him the entire time. It feels like here, at least the last bit. Man, 450 APM of Effort. He is a fast player. Mutas. All right, man. Muta tech switch. Hail Mary. Ooh, free High Templar, though. Okay, good Storm. But High Templar dead. High Templar dead. High Templar dead. Beautiful snipes. But everyone took a little bit of Storm there. That is exactly what you need. Just weakening the Mutas. Weakening them over time. Lurker Egg on the right side. Trying to get hacked up by these Zealots, but it has so much armor. Man, that's what the Archons are for. The Archons doing that splash damage versus Mutas when they're all clumped up. But the Hydras are here for the Archons, and the Mutas are here for everything else, and suddenly, I don't know, man, 147 to 133 supply. Snow is up, but it's not a crazy amount that he's up. Still happily mining. This space has not been as hotly contested as I thought it would be. 10 more Hydras on the way here. We have the 3-3 yet. No, just 2-2. No sign of further upgrades from Effort. He's done with upgrades. He's just making stuff right now. Trying to drop on the 5th, but by golly, there's just too much. There's too much here. These guys attacking on him. There's more Storm here, too. Just, if you're good with Storm in Brood War, you're gonna have a good time. We have not seen any spellcasting from Effort at all. No Defilers, no Queens, no Ensnares, no Plagues, no Dark Swarms, no nothing. It's just been Lurker, Hydra, Ling, Muta the entire game, and I just don't know if it's enough to deal with the quality spellcasting that Snow's been tossing on his head this entire game. I mean, maybe there's a free base over here, but the Storms wipe out all of the Mutalisks. Storms catching the Hydras as they try to go up this ramp. Everybody gets caught out and killed right now. Just everywhere that Effort tries to go, he's getting absolutely shut down and eviscerated brutally by Snow with his tier 3 units, his Archons, his High Templar, his fully upgraded Zealots here too. By fully upgraded, I mean not fully upgraded, but whatever. 3-2-2 is pretty close. Hydra's attacking on in. Muta's on the bottom side, just getting obliterated by those Archons. More Storms. Hydra's doing pretty well here, trying to hold their own, but every time they stop, there's a Storm on their heads. And it's 155 to 88 supply. Effort can only make 7 Hydras at a time right now. He's spending his money exceptionally well, but it's just not enough, and that is your good game. Snow is your winner in 26 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, incredible. Incredible game. Just Snow. He looked unstoppable in this matchup. The number of Storms cast has got to be like 150. It was so many Storms cast. Anytime the Hydra stopped, Storm. Are there Lurkers? Storm. Are there Mutas flying around? Storm. We've got Archons, we've got Dragoons, we've got Zealots. We have exactly what we need to deal with what Effort is throwing our way. We have the beautiful upgrades. Out upgrading for sure. 2-2 Hydra versus 3-2-2 Dragoons and Zealots and Archons. It's too much. It's too much upgrade. It's too much tank ability there. And yeah, never lost a base. Snow, I guess this third was canceled temporarily, but then immediately replanted. And that's what you need to be doing here if you're Snow, is replanting those bases instantly as he did. And sure, Snow never killed a hatch. He delayed a couple. He delayed a couple hatcheries, but once it was up, it never died, but it didn't matter. Effort was like, can't handle this. The upgrades are too much. I don't have that much left over at the end of this game. I can only make about 6 Hydras at a time, and this is just snowballing for Snow. Pun somewhat intended, but not really. So great job there, dealing with drops in his main base, dealing with attacks to pretty much everything. Everything he had. He got attacked at some point here, but was able to hold on, defend, throw down a million Storms, get Archons, get Dragoons. The Muta tech switch didn't do anything at all, really. Picked off a few High Templar, but in the end, Snow had just so many High Templar. He's making 4 at a time right now, y'all. 4 at a time, and he's got 1, 2 there, 3, 4 there, 5, 6 here. He's just got High Templar everywhere. Defensive positions, offensive positions, Storm, good unit. Final score, 278,000 to 220,000. No surprise there. Snow winning the day, killing 488 units and losing 226. Great ratio. And, well, sure, man, Effort raised 33 buildings, which is a lot of buildings to kill, but not enough, man. Not enough when you lose that many units. And, yeah, I mean, Effort even out-gas mined his Protoss opponent, out-mineral mined him too by just the barest of margins, by like triple digits. And spent more too, but just the trades, y'all. 488 Zerg units killed versus 226 lost. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. You're going to do that, you're going to be fine. I mean, there's a reason Snow is considered one of the greatest in StarCraft today. Effort is an elite Zerg player, but did not have what it took to win that game. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.